here with a new video for you. This is going to be a Dollar Tree haul. I made the decision now, finally, to still do books and writing on this channel, but also to start incorporating other things. So if you look at my channel art, it now says this is an introvert lifestyle blog. So that will include things like reading, writing, craft projects, and shopping hauls from stores like Dollar Tree, Marshall's, Home Goods, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, and stores like that. So if that's your jam, then be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified when I upload a new video. And with that, let's get started. So I just went to Dollar Tree yesterday, and I follow a lot of other vloggers on here who do Dollar Tree hauls, and there is some crazy good stuff going on right now. I'm going to start with kind of like the mundane things first. So I grabbed some claw clips. I love these for you know, when I color my own hair, or I got my hair trimmed and I got a blowout, so I like to make it last as long as possible. So my hair is really long right now, so I like these hair clips to be able, you know, to put my hair up if it's colored and I need to wait, or to put it up to keep the blowout so it doesn't get wet in the shower or whatever. So I grabbed some of these because, you know, I don't think you really need to spend a lot of money on something like that. Another kind of more mundane item that I got are these craft clamps. Now I've been hearing that in 2021 the Crafter Square label at Dollar Tree is going to be expanding. I've already noticed that in my store. I live in a suburb, but it's kind of a large, like rural-ish suburb, and this is the area that I grew up in, and I lived away for a while, but like maybe like 20 years, and then came back because my parents are still here. But basically, off the top of my head, I can think of 3 Dollar Trees, and there might even be more. And not all Dollar Trees are created equal if you shop there regularly. You know, I'll give one a couple tries. There's a very large one up by what used to be our mall, which our mall's even a thing anymore. Not really sure. They like added a bowling alley. It's super weird. But there's a huge Dollar Tree up there, and I've gone a couple times since moving back, and it's not really clean, and even though it's larger, I don't really like it. However, I have another one that's like a minute from my house, and it's always really clean, and while the staff isn't necessarily the friendliest, they're friendly enough, but you know, they don't really, you know, like to make small talk, I guess, maybe. But that Dollar Tree is always super clean, comparatively, unless they get like a super busy rush or something for some reason. But lately I've noticed that that one's really clean, so that one is my preference. I have a fourth Dollar Tree that's like 12 minutes away, and that one is really clean too. So generally if you shop at Dollar Tree, people like to go to several in an area because not all Dollar Trees carry the same things. So anyway, Crafter Square is going to be expanding in all the stores. So I got these clamps, which I think would be handy for, you know, not only craft projects, but if something needed fixed and needed to be clamped. You know, my dad is coming over to help me organize my linen closet today, so maybe we would clamp, it doesn't have a door, so I have a panel curtain, so maybe we would clamp that out of the way. But I think a tool like this, for $1 you get 6, so I think that's a really good deal. Another thing with Dollar Tree is you have to go relatively regularly because their inventory is always changing. So right now they're starting to put out their spring line. So mine has Easter stuff out, Valentine's Day stuff, St. Patrick's Day stuff, and then they're also starting to have like gardening kind of stuff, which is all separate from the spring fling stuff. I'm very, very excited about this. So not long ago I went to Dollar Tree and I saw all this gorgeous like organizational baskets and things like that, and they were in gorgeous colors, like a coral, well, kind of like a dusty coral, a pale pink, a mint, and a like dove gray color. And you know, I saw them, this is probably like last weekend, so maybe like last Saturday or Sunday, and I was like, oh, I really want to redo, you know, the linen closet, and all of those colors match the current, I only have one bathroom currently in this house, and all of those colors match what I have going on in that bathroom essentially. So I didn't grab anything, and then it was really bothering me. And then all of a sudden I saw some other vloggers come out with, you know, these showing these products, and I was like, so I was, you know, really concerned that if I waited till the weekend, everything would be gone. So I took a little bit of time on Monday, since the Dollar Tree is so close to my house, and I went up for like 15 minutes, and I just went with the sole purpose of getting all of these baskets. I chose the dusty coral color, and I'll elaborate more on that in a second. But I was able to get all different styles. Some of them are laser cut, and I'm so glad that I did that last Monday, because when I went in on Friday is my grocery shop day, and the Dollar Tree is like near the grocery store, and when I went in there, they had almost nothing. Like, everything was gone. So back to the spring fling line. I don't know if this is really part of the spring fling line. I know that with Dollar Tree, with like Easter and things like that, they start coming out with like certain color palettes, or I should say with like certain times of year. So I guess part of the reason that those organizational baskets came out in that color is it has to do with the Easter line. So now a lot of those colors probably won't be back until next spring, next Easter, or whatever. So I found these. Now, Dollar Tree carries organizational bins, but they're usually, so they're in like the cleaning aisle, or like near the doormats. At least that's where they are in my store. And they come in like a tweedy gray, a tweedy brown, and that's really it. And they're really nice. They're great for $1. They have like the full size like this, and then they have, you know, like a short one that's 8.5 by 11. So kind of almost like a fabric paper tray. But I saw these back where the organizational baskets had been. So yes, these are khaki, but if you look, this is the color palette besides the gray that I was talking about. So there's the mint, then we have like that dusty coral. The really light one is actually like a pink color, a pale pink, and then more mint. So I decided to snag these up. Full size for $1. You cannot find these kind of fabric bins for $1 anywhere. They would at least be $4.99, I think, at Target. So let's open one up. I think the gray ones are great. I know like long ago that these bins weren't, they're kind of flimsy, but like for $1, like what do you expect or whatever. But these are, okay. So I grabbed some scissors to open this because it was not going to happen opening it, you know, on my own. So they come with the piece that you put in the bottom. But what I was saying is, I actually don't remember what I was saying, but I know at the fall time they have like, you know, buffalo check colored ones of these. This is actually, I think, even bigger than the gray one that I had grabbed. And it feels way thicker. Like I can feel like a cardboard insert in here as well. So these are like supported sides. These are legit the equivalent of a full price cube that you would get, you know, at Target or Walmart or wherever you would buy something like this. These are really, really nice. And my store had several of these still left. I grabbed 5. I try not to buy out stuff because I don't think it's considerate, but I know I'm probably in the minority when it comes to stuff like that. But this is a great find. Okay, next up in the spring fling is I grabbed some of these towels. So they had, I think these were the only 2 styles that they had, but this pretty, I don't know what type of flower that is. I don't think it's a pansy. Like it actually looks kind of familiar, but I can't think of what it is. And then they had this one. And the reason I picked these up is because I have Pioneer Woman from Walmart. I have her items in my kitchen and these match perfectly. So for $1, you know, it's just a kitchen towel. It's not super thin. It's not super thick either, but it's beautiful and it matches the Pioneer Woman stuff that I have. So if you are a fan of the Pioneer Woman line at Walmart, then you may want to check out these kitchen towels. The 2 items that go with that are, well, I think they actually may have had 3 colors of these. I can't remember if there was only 2 or if there was 3. But I got the ones essentially that match the towels that I got. So I got 2 and 2, and these are placemats. So they are a little thin. They're not particularly thick, but They're a nice size. Like I said, this one matches this kitchen towel here, so those go together. And it is this gorgeous like teal on the back, which I'm in my front room, and this is like part of my color scheme. I have a dish, I don't remember what it's called. It's not a sideboard, but it holds like my Fiesta ware that I use for like serving Fiesta ware, and it is like this teal blue color. So I got 2 of those, and then I grabbed this one because I am not necessarily a super matchy person. I don't, no, this matches. Okay, I wasn't sure for a second if this matched the kitchen towel, but it does. So that's gorgeous, and these ones are pink on the back. So in my store, this was with like, it was kind of mixed in with like, you walk in and there's some Valentine's Day stuff and seasonal like gift wrap and signage on the wall, and then this was in like a section there, and then along the other wall they had gardening material or gardening items. So it was kind of mixed in. Like normally this area has mittens and scarves and things like that during winter. So, but I'm very excited about these because again, very much pioneer woman vibes from the Walmart line. And I have the particular style I have, it has like, it looks like hand painted florals. So I have like a canister, I have a spoon rest, and you know, I added some floral stickers that I had gotten to. I have a white KitchenAid mixer, so I got some floral stickers I found on Amazon to, you know, kind of make it all like cohesive. And I used to do primarily, like I had a wine themed kitchen at my old house, and my walls were like a goldenrod, and then I had like, you know, red and black and things like that. But I wanted, this kitchen when I moved in was already painted like a sage green, and they'd only painted it a couple years ago. And it has white cabinets and white countertop, whereas my old house I had like brown rustic cabinets, and I got like rustic hardware, and I had like darker countertops. So I wanted to just change up the decor with the house. Okay, last but not least, this was also, and it actually says Spring Fling on it, I got some paper straws. So I used to not drink out of straws, but then I did some teeth whitening and I drink a lot of coffee. So I was, in my head, I was thinking that if I drank out of a straw, that maybe I could prolong, you know, the whitening strips effect or whatever. So I got these. There's 18 for $1. I did get all 4 colors. I feel like she rang up 5 of these, even though I have 4. Oh well, I think Dollar Tree may have made $1 off of me. But I put these on a tray, like a cake stand tray in my kitchen with jars of ground coffee that I use for like cold brew and stuff. And then I have an open mason jar that has straws in it. Right now they're like red and white striped. And then I basically use, I put something like, I have a heart cookie cutter on there now and a donut shop candle from the DW candle line at Home Goods. So I kind of am changing it out seasonally. But I got this gorgeous mint with gold, or like bluish, I guess, because this is actually mint. So I would say this is mint, and this is maybe like a pale turquoise. I don't know if they're showing there. I think you can see they're slightly different. One is more bluish and one is more greenish. And then I got these pinkish coral ones and these purple ones. And I think those will be fun for spring and summer, and until I do like Americana, you know, closer to the 4th of July. And besides, like the first day of summer is actually not till like June 21st anyway. So I think that these should last me a while. So that is my Dollar Tree Spring Fling haul. I hope that you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and if you'd like to see more of this content. So that's all I have for you today. In the meanwhile, stay introverted. Bye!